Based on the German fairy tale, this 1937 film would revolutionize the way we would see animated features. It took 32 artists, over 100 colors, and over 1,000 assistants to create this feature film. Hello guys, my name is Anthony, also known as Disney Freak 309, and I am currently rewatching every single animated Disney movie for the 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. And what better way to start off than with our first feature film, Snow White. When I decided to go back and rewatch all these animated films, I knew I'd be rewatching them for the first time because I have not seen the majority of these movies in a long time, ever since I was a young kid. So most of these movies I haven't seen in over a decade, and Snow White was one of them. While I was rewatching Snow White, there were definitely a lot of things that happened in the plot that I just totally forgot about. The number one thing I definitely forgot about was in the movie, Snow White doesn't take a bite of the apple until the final 10 minutes of the movie. For some reason in my head, I kind of had the plot line completely different in my head. But the movie starts off, you get the amazing opening of the book to Snow White's fairy tale. You get to go inside of the world. You see the evil queen, you see Snow White, you see the huntsman. The queen wants to kill Snow White. She gets the huntsman to go after her. Snow White runs away, gets away, the huntsman lets her go, and she stumbles in the woods and she finds this cottage. This takes place in 1937, so what better thing to do than just go into a random cottage that you find in the forest? She gets in, she sees that the place is a mess, and she cleans up the place. Then you get introduced to all of our favorite Seven Dwarfs. Who is your favorite dwarf? Let me know in the comments down below. I think mine is probably Duck. I know a lot of people say Dopey, but I think Dopey is a little bit overrated. I think Doc is the best. But you see them coming home from mining, and one thing that I think I've just got wrong my entire life was the song Hi-Ho. Hi-Ho, hi-ho, it's home from work we go. For some reason, I always thought hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. It's home from work we go. And me being a huge Disney fanatic, I've got that Disney song wrong for my entire life. The dwarves come home and Snow White has to hide, and then the dwarves end up finding Snow White. They're like, oh my god, it's the princess Snow White. Then you get the evil queen. So she goes, magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And they're like, it's Snow White. So she transforms herself into the old haggy witch and she goes after Snow White. This movie is maybe like an hour, 20 minutes. She goes to the cottage and gives her the apple within the last 10 minutes of the movie. I was shocked by this because I had no recollection that this took place so late into the movie. But she goes, take a wish. It'll make all your wishes come true. Just dream a dream, a fantastic dream. She takes a bite. Snow White falls asleep. Also, very similar to Sleeping Beauty. They both fall asleep. What is up with this? You can't come up with an original story, Disney. You gotta reuse it later on. But Snow White did it first, so we'll give it past you, Disney, okay? Prince, I think it starts with an F. I don't know what the prince's name is. They don't actually talk about his name in the movie, but that's his name right there. So the prince, he's on the horse, he sees Snow White, and you know, the dwarfs are all mourning Snow White, the princess who died. You know what the prince is gonna do? He's gonna go over to this nice glass coffin, he's gonna take the glass off, and he's gonna kiss this 14-year-old girl. So my guy, the prince, he goes over and he kisses this girl on the lips who is unconscious, maybe dead. What the f? My guy's trying to be a TikTok influencer, I swear to God. But he kisses her, true love's kiss or something, I don't know. She wakes up though from the magic spell, and then the dwarfs go and fight the evil witch. You see lightning and thunder, and then the witch, she just falls off the cliff, and guess what? That is our very first death that we ever see in a Disney movie. And then the movie just ends. Actually, here's a little fun fact. There was supposed to be a sequel for Snow White that was called Rose Red. Now, Rose Red is Snow White's sister, I believe in the German fairy tale. I'm not really too sure, but it never ended up happening. Also, another fun fact, Snow White took home 8 Oscars, 8. 1 regular Oscar and 7 little Oscars. So here are my thoughts on the movie. I wasn't a big fan of it, I gotta be honest. I don't really think I like Snow White. I don't think I ever really liked Snow White. Even as a kid, I don't really remember being a fan of Snow White. I'll give this movie 2 poison apples out of 5. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as I'm going to be going through every single animated Disney movie for the next year and so forth. There are currently 61 animated Disney films, with the newest one being Strange World. And every single week, I'm going to go in chronological order, starting with Snow White and ending with Strange World, but to be honest, by the time that I'm done with the series, I'm pretty sure Disney's Wish will be released. So from Snow White to Disney's Wish, I will be reviewing every single Disney animated film. Make sure you guys subscribe and keep your notifications on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts about Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs in the comments down below. Bye, guys.